And welcome back to For Such a Time as This. I am your host, Pastor James Pittman. Here's your 3-minute sermon. Judges 7:2. The Lord said to Gideon, "You have too many men. I cannot deliver Midian into their hands, or Israel would boast against me. My own strength has saved me. Now announce to the army, anyone who trembles with fear may turn back and leave Mount Gilboa." So 22,000 men left, while 10,000 remained. Gideon's about to go into war against Midian. Gideon is about to save Israel. He sends out a summons and people come. 32,000 men. 32,000. Come with Gideon ready to go to war. God looks at the 32,000, and by the way, they were facing over 100,000. He looks at the 32,000 and God says this, "There's too many. There's too many. There's too many of your numbers. Because if you do this with 32,000 men, it's too many. It's too many. It's too many. If any of them are afraid, tell them they can go." 22,000 out of 32,000 says, "Thank you very much. We're out of here," and they leave. 10,000 was too many, if you remember the story. God cut the 10,000 down to 300. 300. God is showing his character. He doesn't care about bloated numbers. He's not restrained to save by many or by few. Jonathan says that. God says numbers I could care less about. Now, why is that significant in our day and time? Too often, we as Christians, we look at churches and we look at ministries, and the first sign of success we look at is what? Numbers. Numbers. For the most part, people like going to big churches because some way, in some fashion, some crevice of their minds, they think that if you can cram 3,000 people into a building, then something good must be going on. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. God has played the numbers game in the Bible more than once, but it's never like the world. The world says, let's increase numbers. That's success. That's good. Look at the scriptures. Whenever God played the numbers game, it was the opposite. You got too many. There's too many. God never plays the numbers game the way the world does. The world likes to bloat numbers. God likes to cut numbers down. So the next time you look at a ministry, the next time you look at anything, if you want to play the numbers game, don't play it like the world. Play it like God. Here's another numbers scripture for you. Wide is the road that leads to destruction, and many find it. But narrow is the way that leads to life, and few find it. So if we're going to play the numbers game, let's play it God's way.